what is the mindset of this team entering a big, huge game, if not the biggest marquee afternoon game of Week 1 against the Green Bay Packers, Doug?
Yeah, this entire offseason, we kind of just wanted to get back to basics of who we are as the Seattle Seahawks, and basically that comes down to just having fun. You know, if we have fun, then we know that we're going to execute at a high level. We're gonna play with passion and tenacity and aggressiveness. But it comes down to us having fun, and that's really what we're trying to do. We just want to have fun with our teammates out there playing the sport that we love.
Well, it's interesting that that's the word you use, Doug. I would say a lot of the reports and a lot of the articles that are written is that this team, yes, likes to have fun, but there always has to have some sort of undercurrent of controversy that keeps you guys, I guess, energized. Is that a valid evaluation of your locker room, Doug?
I don't know if that we necessarily need it. I just think that, for any human being, right, it's when your back's against the wall, when you have adversity, you're either going to come out of it better or you're going to allow that adversity to weigh you down. And we have elite competitors in our locker room. I'm not going to say elite athletes. Obviously, everybody in the NFL is an elite athlete, and there's a lot of elite athletes that aren't in the NFL, but we're elite competitors. And when we face adversity, when we have those challenges, we look forward to them. And more times than not, we're going to come out on top. And I think that's basically what you're seeing is that, when we have our adversity, we thrive in those conditions. And so that it's no different for any other human being, and especially for these elite competitors. And we enjoy that. So that's basically what it is.
If you had to choose an adjective to describe the relationship between the offensive and defensive units of this team, what would that adjective be, Doug Baldwin?
I don't know if I could use one adjective to describe that. I would just say that the term that comes to mind is iron sharpens iron. And sometimes it's not always pretty. When you're sharpening something, sometimes sparks fly, and you have that friction. But that's the important aspect of it. That's why you're sharpening that tool. And so I think that's the perfect analogy that I can use to represent our relationship.
Now, in terms of Sherman with your quarterback and Russell Wilson, would you say you're a buffer? That you're a Stanford guy and Sherman's a Stanford guy and you're obviously a Russell Wilson guy being on that offense. Would that be another valid assessment of your role, Doug?
No, not a buffer. I know the perception is that Russell and Sherman have some major difference, but it's not true. I mean, again, it goes back to the analogy of iron sharpening iron. These guys are two elite competitors, and they don't always see eye to eye, and that's good because if they did, then where's the growth in that? We need that conflict at times, and it's not a divisive or destructive conflict because those guys are both very mature and very intelligent, and they can utilize strengthening each other for the better of each other. And so, no, I don't need to be a buffer because those guys, they have it under control.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you liked some of that, get some more of that on the Rich Eisen Show app. Follow all the information you see right here on the Rich Eisen Show.